Hello everyone, my name is PJ and welcome back to my Let's Play of Demon's Souls, part 19. Okay, a few things first. This octopus lamp next to me, I don't know why it's called that. It's got 5 lamps, not 8. But it has been going bad very quickly lately. I just had to change another bulb after changing 2 more not that long ago. 2 of the lamps are completely fried, so don't freak out if the lighting starts to get worse in future videos, because I don't have many light sources to begin with. I'm lucky enough to have something like this. Well, anyway, I learned a few things about this game because I've been doing a lot of research, and I found out that there are some things. I already knew that there would be some things, but there are even more things that I'm not going to be able to show you in the initial playthrough. There are some things that cannot be done at the same time, in the same playthrough, because you gotta pick one or the other in a lot of cases. It's even more so in future games, but some stuff is just going to have to wait for New Game Plus, and that's all there is to it. I'm gonna try and show as much as I can in the initial playthrough. Well, anyway, you probably noticed that I'm here with Blacksmith Ed. That's because I have been hard at work leveling up a whole bunch of mundane items, specifically so that I could show you what boss weapons they can become. And I have been working hard at this. I farmed about 150,000 souls in order to make this possible. So, we got an upgrade weapon. First thing on the list is the Needle of Eternal Agony. You can make this with any +7 dagger or rapier. That isn't, a unique one, like the Crisp Blade. I don't think you can use that. The Needle of Eternal Agony requires the Mixed Demon's Soul, and I definitely do not have that. Apparently it's a type of rapier, but it is extremely weak. A large curved needle with barbed stingers. This weapon was forged in the soul of the demon Man-Eater, which we have not met yet. It stabs its target, hooks into the flesh, and slowly grinds away at the soul. Could it symbolize the relationship between the host and snake within the Man-Eater? What? Okay. Well, anyway, what this weapon is supposed to do is you attack somebody with it, and even though it does almost no damage, you get 20 souls every time you do it. I think it's like 20 souls, I forget the exact number, but it's really not all that fantastic. Although you can use it to farm souls really quickly if you attack something that can't really fight back and has a lot of hit points. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be making it, because I made a chart for myself that lists everything that each soul can make. And fuck, actually the Man-Eater's soul is this is the only thing the Man-Eater's soul can make, is the Needle of Eternal Agony. It can't be used to make spells. So if you're not just going to consume the Mixed Demon's Soul, then you might as well make a Needle of Eternal Agony. Like, you'll even use it. Okay, next is the Urbain Blade, which requires the Storm Demon's Soul, which we also do not have. It has very high base attack power, but you'll notice it has absolutely no scaling. But the thing about this weapon is, it has a similar effect to a ring that we haven't gotten yet, but basically, actually it probably says it right here. I'm just gonna read this. Urbain Blade, a gnarled, thorny, large sword made of black quartz, forged in the soul of the demon Storm King. It is actually the marrow of the storm beasts. These beasts take pleasure in the wielder's peril, and in these situations, the blade's attack power is greatly increased. Okay, so that sheds some light on those storm beasts in World 4. Those things actually like to torture people. Makes sense. I kind of figured they were just like mindless beasts, but I guess not. So yeah, it says right here, this weapon gets more powerful the more danger you're in. And how it measures danger is how low your health is. You need to be under 30% of your max health in order for it to kick in. And its power will significantly increase, and it does stack with other effects that increase your attack power when you're at low health. So, it's one of those really risky kind of weapons a lot of people do use. They like putting themselves at low health on purpose, just to be able to do tons of damage, at the risk of being killed, like, immediately. Next is the Blue Blood Sword, which all you need to make this is the correct soul and a single broken sword. You need the Pure Blood Demon's soul, which we actually get from Maiden Astraya. So it makes sense that we found that broken sword in the swamp, although I don't know where it came from. I think it's supposed to be implied that the broken sword used to be what it can become when the demon soul is infused with it. Probably, but let's take a look at it. The Blue Blood Sword is pretty powerful. It's got a base 100 in physical and magic, and has E-scaling in magic and faith, with D-scaling in strength as well. A white iron straight sword born from the soul of the demon Maiden Astraya. The sword of true nobility, endowed with the essential power humans are born with, which increases its attack power. Now, what it's referring to when it says the essential power humans are born with, it's actually talking about luck. This is a very unusual weapon because there's no way to tell, but it actually does scale with your luck. And it's some pretty strong scaling too. But you start to get diminished returns from it after around 25, which is where I have my luck now. This can be an incredibly powerful sword, but the soul can also be used to make 3 different spells, so I'm going to want to show those off before I even think of making this weapon. Okay, I still haven't gotten my key liege to +8, which I need to do if I want to make the large sword of searching, but I still don't have the soul needed to make that weapon anyway, and I am going to be making that weapon, so you'll see it, regardless of whether or not I show it off now. Next is the Battle Axe, Battle Axe +6, which can become the Dozer Axe, which you can actually make this weapon almost right away if you manage to defeat the Vanguard, either in the tutorial or in the beginning of World 4. All you need to do is beat Phalanx, so that you can actually travel to the other worlds, and then beat the the Flame Lurker, so that you can infuse boss souls with weapons. And you can make this, like, right away. Of course, the hardest part of that's probably going to be defeating the Flame Lurker early. But the Dozer Axe, it's not that great of a weapon, but it's really, really powerful if you have the strength for it at low level. Yeah, but it's very, very powerful at the beginning of the game. A tremendously heavy, bladeless large axe. Bladeless? It is not bladeless. This weapon was forged in the soul of the demon Vanguard. A single swing of this axe would crush a human. I'm wondering if that's supposed to be the axe that the Vanguard wields. Possibly. I never actually got a good look at it. It's got a handguard. It's kinda weird. Okay, next is the Meat Cleaver, which I have mentioned before. All you need is a +0 club. Or you can actually work hard and get something else to +6. I don't know why you would. But yeah, the Meat Cleaver. I've already talked at length about this incredibly powerful weapon. Look at that. S scaling in strength and dex, A scaling in faith, and it has other effects too. A large cleaver formed in the soul of the demon Adjudicator, which we just beat. It is the Adjudicator's own weapon and transforms sinners into delicious-looking cuts of meat. It also steals a small amount of HP from its target when attacking, reflecting the original soul's avaricious nature. So not only is this weapon ridiculously powerful, but it also drains health from the target. What the hell? But the soul of the Adjudicator can also be used to make a spell, so I want to show that off before I consume it. I'm probably going to be picking up this Meat Cleaver, because goddamn is it a good weapon. And it'll give me the opportunity to mess around with a heavier weapon. How much strength do I need? 26? Well, I'll need to double-hand it, but still. Right, next is the Scraping Spear, which you probably recognize as the giant arrow, because it is a giant arrow, just it's big enough to be treated as a spear, that Phalanx shot when we initially raised the portcullis. Yeah, it's made from the lead demon soul, that was the Phalanx. A long spear with countless thorns on the tip. It was forged from the soul of the demon phalanx. It scrapes away at an opponent's equipment and lowers its durability, so it does more damage to the equipment of the creatures you attack, which is really only useful in PvP. I don't think you can break the equipment of any NPCs in the game. Yeah, but it has A scaling in Dex, making it a very good Dex weapon. Overall, pretty average spear though. I mean, I don't know, maybe it would be better than the winged spear if I upgraded it. Okay, next is the lava bow, made from the hard demon's soul, which, that's the armor spider, right? Yeah. A long bow with limbs like a spider's leg. It was forged in the soul of the demon armor spider. It imbues all arrows fired with fire attributes. Yep, so it's just a bow that makes any arrow it fires do fire damage. Requires quite a bit of strength to wield, actually, but since you always double hand bows, and you don't ever need as much. In fact, you only need 14 strength and 16 dex to wield this thing. And it's got descaling in strength and dex, so gotta save that soul though. Show off other things. I already showed off the Insanity Catalyst, and that's it. And since I have 2 Grey Demon's souls, I'm probably just going to go ahead and make a Dozerax right now, because the Grey Demon Soul isn't used for anything else. And once you have a Dozerax, you don't need 2. You can't dual wield them anyway. Well, you could put one in each hand, but there's no point to, is what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and make one. And I still have an extra Grey Demon Soul left over, but in the end, if you have a boss soul, and there's no point in making any soul or weapon with it, like because you either don't want them or because you've made them all already, and from that point on, you can just consume them and get extra souls. You can also make the scraping spear too if I want. The lead demon's soul can't make anything else. And I would make a Needle of Eternal Agony, but I don't have the soul for that yet. And that's it. That is all I can show at the moment. But I will have to return because there is still one boss weapon that I was not able to show. It's gonna be a while before I get the materials needed to make it. Just the base materials. And I still have to show off the large sword of searching, but I'm gonna be getting that as soon as I can. Now, there are a couple of other things I need to do before we move on today. If I want to get more chunks of sharpstone, the best way to do that is to farm them from the miners here in Stonefang Tunnel. But since this world is in pure white world tendency now, the drop rate is ridiculously low. So I can raise it by bringing the world down to pure black world tendency, and the only way that I am willing to do that in this playthrough, because I don't want to murder Scurver, because that'll lower my player tendency. Don't want to do that. So the only way to do this is to die repeatedly in body form. So I'm going to be taking out 7 of my stones of FMO Eyes and using them right now. Now this is incredibly risky because once I put Stonefang Tunnel at pure black world tendency, I'm not going to be able to raise it from there ever again until I beat the until I beat one of the 2 unique enemies that appears at pure black world tendency. But I'm just going to have to save those guys for later until I'm done farming in this place. Well, it seems to me the easiest way to do this is to just put these things on my hotbar. Oh, I hope I know what I'm doing. You revived. And then I kill myself. And that will lower the world tendency down to +2. If I'm making a mistake now, it's an irreversible one, so wish me luck. Hope I'm not fucking my file over. Okay, I'm back. The world tendency should only be at +2 now. So I just use another stone and kill myself again. Now it'll be a +1. It's so bad that making a decision like this makes you feel like you're fucking up. The decisions in these games are always so permanent and irreversible. There. Now I should be at neutral world tendency. Although, the little icon in the top right isn't going to update until I go back to the Nexus. But it should be at +0 now. And now it's a -1. -2. Just 2 more to go. -3. That's my last stone that I brought with me. And -4. Okay, now all I have to do is go back to the Nexus, come back, and the world tendency should be pure black. And I'll know if the world tendency is pure black because the 2 unique enemies will appear. I know where one of them is, but I don't remember where the other one is. But as long as I stay far away from them, they won't bother me, and I'm not going to bother them, because I am not going to kill them until stones of FMO Eyes are a little more expendable. Yep, and here we are. Stonefang Tunnel is now a pure black world tendency. Look at that. Okay then. What this means for me is that not only is my max health in soul form just a little bit lower, I think it's either 40 or 45%, but now all of the enemies here have higher drop rates and give more souls. So it's preferable to pure white, and I'm going to be doing a lot of farming here in order to get more chunks from the miners. But I can leave now. I'm done here for now. There are a couple of other places that I want to stop at before we actually progress with the game. I know I'm already almost half an hour into my recording, but there's stuff I gotta talk about, stuff I gotta go over. Well, one thing I want to talk about is I've determined exactly which NPCs I'm going to kill when it comes time for me to bring my player tendency from pure white to pure black. And I don't have to kill most of the people in the Nexus. I'm pretty much just going to be killing this guy here and a bunch of NPCs that appear in the worlds. Like, and that'll be it. That should be all I have to do. Okay, next place I want to stop is the Dirty Colossus Archstone, for a couple of small reasons. I did say in the last episode that I was going to test to see if that hole in front of the boss fog was actually a hole, but when I went back to test it, I spotted something else, and I didn't want to grab it without recording myself doing so. Yeah, there's an item over here that I missed. It's probably nothing special. 1 dark moongrass. Meh. And yeah, this hole here, this hole, look at this. I'm walking on air. Why would they leave such a big hole here if it wasn't something you could fall into? Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, we're done there. That's all I wanted to show. Also, since I decided that I'm not going to be killing any of the religious folk over there, or Frake's apprentice over there, or anything like that, that I no longer have to put off saving Frake or Urbain. So, soon as I get the chance, I'm gonna rescue them. Our next stop is the Shrine of Storms. Now, I'm gonna go to the beginning of the Shrine of Storms because I saw something very unusual while I was grinding here that I had never noticed before. Ever. And I looked it up, and apparently people do know about it. I was super surprised. How many times have I entered the stage with this camera angle and never noticed that? Right where the tip of my hood is. Right there. That's a guy. That's an actual, like, person up there. Oh, come on. I forgot to put my shield on. I always make that mistake. But yeah, you can see him. Let me get my bow on. One thing I don't think I've ever showed is that when you're aiming down the sights, if you hit up in the D-pad, you zoom in. Down to zoom out. Left and right don't do anything. Yeah, but you can see a guy. His hair is kind of clipping through his collar, but you can see him. Yeah, if you shoot him from here, basically all he does is run to safety. He runs to a place where you can't see him. And he doesn't come back unless you return to the Nexus, but I don't think it affects your character or world tendency at all. I don't think it makes him hostile, but I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Satsuki. Pretty certain. And he's not gonna come down here to talk to us until we get this world to pure white world tendency. It's so weird that he's visible outside of pure white, though. It makes me wonder if the other pure white NPCs, like Scurver, are also visible when they're not, approachable, that is. Like, maybe if you angle the camera just right somewhere in World 2, you can see Scurver. I don't know. Probably not. Well, anyway, we're gonna teleport back to the Nexus, and then we're gonna teleport back to the Adjudicator's Archstone, and we're going to move on with World 4. Adjudicator Archstone. The dead, given seals of the hero by the Adjudicator, are taken to the Shadowmen's shrine to be purified and mourned in the storm. So the Adjudicator decides which of these skeleton people are heroes, and then they're taken deeper into the shrine. For some reason I was under the impression that the Adjudicator was just lying to everybody and deemed everybody as sinners and just ate them all. So I don't know exactly what's going on in this shrine. There's a story here. And what's Satsuki got to do with all of it? Brave Robber Blige, I don't think is much important to his story. Let me get my catalyst. There's bound to be storm beasts here. Yep, so you come out to this little balcony-like area, and there's a whole bunch of storm beasts flying around. That you can hear, anyway. Can't really see any of them. I don't think any of them are gonna... Oh, there's one. Can I shoot you? Are you an actual enemy? Yeah, okay. Yeah, but you're too far away. Way too far away. You're not, though. Hey, come on. Notice me. There you go. Oh, only 84 damage? You're a bit tougher than the ones in the first level. Yeah, but these guys don't come by here very often, so I think I gotta worry about them. Up. Hit an item on this cliff. Storied Soldier's Soul. Do we get to go over there later? See an item. How about this side? Yep. There's items on both ledges. What are the chances of that? Stone of FMO Eyes. Take that off my hotbar. Okay. Then you just go right under where you exited from. Come down here. And look who's waiting for us. It's Grave Robber Blige. 3 soul remains. Now, I don't know if he still appears here, whether or not you rescued him from the cell. I imagine he doesn't. Let's talk to him.
Hello there. We meet again. You look terrible. Cheer up. Life is an adventure.
That sounds very sinister, dude.
There's somebody I ought to warn you about. A fellow who lacks common decency. They call him Patches the Hyena. And he's the one that laid that trap for me. He's the kind of person who'd stab his mother in the back. If you happen to spot him, you'll be doing us all a favor by putting him out of his misery.
I have met him, actually. But I kinda need him. For now.
Have you been to the altar where sorcerers summon shadows? Well, I think someone may be trapped in the lower cavity. I heard them praying for dear life. Pity the poor fool. He probably fell for one of Patch's old tricks.
Yes, we heard all about that.
Pity the poor fool.
Okay, and you sew new stuff now, right? Kunai. Kunai, okay. Or at least they actually look like kunai. A dark weapon dipped in poison used for throwing. Throw it to attack. Like the katana, it is a weapon from a distant land. Okay, so it's basically just a poison throwing knife. Oh, what else do you sell? Oh yeah, he also sells shards of dark Moonstone now. So this is the earliest, in fact, I think this is the only reliable source of them. This is the only infinite source of them. And holy crap, my item burden's really high. I forgot to put all of those weapons away. Fuck. Okay, well, if you plan on using the Crescent upgrade path, this is gonna be a guy you're visiting a lot. Doesn't really sell any new weapons. Also, the lava bow doesn't really seem all that spectacular to me when you can just buy fire arrows and use them with any bow. And he still sells the leather set. Nothing new. This is pretty much the highlight of his inventory update.
Well, suit yourself. But a bit of indulgence goes a long way.
Yep, now I'm gonna talk to him again.
Oh, hello. I'm here to please. What can I get you?
And see what he says when I buy something. What's the cheapest thing you have? Fresh spice?
All done. Good day. Be sure not to get yourself killed.
Maybe he is just a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. He seemed sinister at first.
Oh.
Now let's see what happens when we walk away.
Hey, wait. I'm not finished yet. I'll forgive you this time, but don't do it again. But a bit of indulgence.
Okay, I need to go back and put all of this stuff away. I totally forgot, because I keep forgetting item burden is a thing. Put all these weapons away. Actually, let's take a couple of these weapons we just made out for a spin. Start with the scraping spear. Yeah, as I thought, it's not nearly as strong as my winged spear, but still. It'd probably be pretty tough if I upgraded it some. If it can even be upgraded. Seems to have about the same exact attack pattern as the normal spears. I think the main draw of this weapon is just for PvP, to destroy opponents' equipment. And that's pretty much it. Now, if this weapon can be upgraded at all, I don't think I ever mentioned this, but all these colorless demon souls that we've been collecting, that's what they're for. They're for upgrading unique weapons. I don't know if that applies to boss weapons too, but things like the penetrating sword and the crisp blade require colorless demon souls to upgrade. And those are rare. You can typically only get a maximum of like 10 per playthrough, but there is an exploit you can use to farm infinites of them. I'll probably show that off in the next playthrough, but I prefer a different method, which is another thing I'm not going to be showing off until next playthrough. Don't know why I bothered talking to him. I still want to equip this axe. Yeah, not strong enough. Oh yeah, okay, it's a completely flat axe. So, no blade. Oh wait, what kind of damage does it do? Because if it still does, or does normal damage, weird. Why doesn't it just do bludgeoning? Anyway, double-handed. Very slow weapon, but I imagine it does tons of damage. But it's also normal damage, so you can't really exploit any weaknesses. Good luck blocking it, though. Okay, now I have plenty of room. The nice thing about Grave Robber Blige's relocation is that it doesn't take long to reach him. You don't even have to fight any enemies to reach him. He's just right next to the Adjudicator Archstone. Wish some other merchants weren't so difficult to reach. Draggling merchant. Oh no you don't. Hey, come back here. Fuck you. Okay, hi Blige. Just gonna walk right past you. I'm guessing that's one of the skeletons the Adjudicator deemed as being a hero. Yeah, but this is a really freaky part. So that Reaper guy down there just summoned a whole bunch of these really tall, ghostly, one-eyed creatures that remind me of something from Ico. 11 kunai, okay? But yeah, they're really, really tough. And I don't mean that they do a lot of damage, I mean that they take forever to kill. Unless you have a decently upgraded weapon like me. But they don't have any ranged attacks, you don't gotta worry too badly about them. They're not very elegant. Even though they might look it. They're worth a bit of souls. But I think they'll start spawning infinitely. And after a while, they won't give souls anymore. But you can make them all disappear at once if you just kill the Reaper. Which isn't hard. You can just aim down at him right now and kill him. If you can get a good angle. It's really difficult to get a good angle on this guy, while also being wary of the tall guys around you. Come on. There we go. Actually, let's use Flame Toss. I think this is stronger. Ah, goddamn it. I think he's running away. Oh yeah, he's weak to fire. There we go. Now all these big guys die. Excellent. Yes, just remember that he's weak to fire and you can take him out in no time. Okay, so right over there, we see an obvious arrow trap right next to that corpse. Although the arrows fire from this side, but you can see the button. And if you see this, and aren't immediately, you know, suspicious of what activates it, and you don't notice that pressure plate over there, really? It's your fault. All the clues are there. And by the time you reach the second level, you should know exactly how the arrow traps work. So we come all the way down here, Unknown Soldier's Soul, and we see some Augites of Guidance. Yeah, this is what they look like when they're dropped on the ground. They're a random color when you drop them, and they're just all over the place. So somebody is dropping them all over the place, and it's probably him. Patches is here, just like Grave Robber Blige told us he would be. Now you see in front of him there's a big pit, and right behind him there's a big door that we can't open. So let's talk to him.
Oh, hello again. Hey, don't turn a cold shoulder. I didn't mean to do you wrong. Really? Come on now. We've got better things to fret about. That pit there is filled with treasure. But, I can't get to it myself. Go on, have a look. It's more riches than I've ever dreamed of.
Yeah, well, that dialogue sequence differs depending on whether or not you've already met him in World 2. So, maybe in the second playthrough, I'll come here first, so that you can see what he says instead. But yeah, let's go take a look down that pit and see what Patches is talking about. Well, there is an item down there.
Don't hold it against me, eh? Take your time starving to death. Then I'll sell every last trinket off your corpse.
Not even trying to hide it anymore now, are you, Patches? Well, already you can see a few unusual things. First, there's an NPC right over there. You probably might even recognize him from the loading screens, and if you've been paying attention to what everyone's been saying about patches, you already know who this is. Saint Urbain. Now, for the longest time, I thought that all I had to do to avoid rescuing Saint Urbain was just to not talk to him to show into Dark Moonstone, but there's more to it than that. When we inevitably escape from this place, we will emerge through that door that was right behind Patches, and opening that door is what rescues Saint Urbain. So if you want to get out of here without rescuing him, you'll need to cast the evacuate spell, or let that guy over there kill you, or use a shard of Archstone, or whatever else you have on you. But there's a few unusual things about all of this. That Black Phantom over there seems to be what's keeping Saint Urbain from just going to the door and leaving. But this Black Phantom is specifically tied to Urbain in some unusual ways. When you kill that Black Phantom, he doesn't come back unless Saint Urbain either turns hostile against you or dies. Then that Black Phantom will respawn infinitely. I don't know why. You can even make Urbain hostile right now, and the Black Phantom will respawn every time you come down here and kill him. And he's a good source of Stones of Ephemeral Eyes, too. Like, I think he's guaranteed to drop one every time. The thing is, though, I don't want to make Urbain hostile, or kill him. Not yet, anyway. So, I'm not going to be able to use this method of farming stones until much, much, much later. 3 crescent moon grasses. And the last thing of notice is this item up here at the top of this rock pillar. You can't reach it, no matter how much you try, no matter how close you get to it. You cannot reach it. And you won't be able to reach it until pure white well tendency, when it will be lowered, just magically. Okay, so first things first, let's talk to Urbain, because I no longer have a reason to avoid rescuing you people.
Heavens! Did you fall for that little devil's trap? Well, I did the same. He fooled me, and now I am stuck here. The reverberations seem to suggest that we are connected to the outside. But dark, fearsome souls stand between us and freedom. But have no fear. God will cleanse us of evil. Pray with me. Umbasa.
Really, dude? Really? So instead of solving your problems, you're just going to wait for God to save you. Is that it?
Heavens.
You even said the same thing, the whole thing, over again. What the hell? Okay. Well, guess I had to fight this guy on my own. Now, I have no idea if Urbain will start fighting back if an enemy attacks him. I might be able to just lure that Black Phantom over to Urbain, see if he attacks Urbain, and see if Urbain just starts fighting back. But I don't want to risk it, because then that just might make him hostile in general. He might start attacking me. And there's no way to make NPCs friendly again in this first game. They wouldn't add that into the sequels. Well, either way, let me get my spear out, and we'll fuck this guy up one. Hey. Oh, I still have my catalyst out. Whoops. You don't scare me. You Black Phantom NPCs are all so stupid. Easy. And he should drop a stone. Yep, 3 chunks of Dark Moonstone and a stone of Ephemeral Eyes. Okay. Now let's go talk to him, see what he says. Probably say that God sent me or whatever.
Oh, it's you. Did you cleanse the world of another dark soul today? God has chosen you, and for that we are thankful. Umbasa.
Is that all you say?
God has
Yep. Okay. Now, if you want to leave him down here, the only way to do so is to cast Evacuate. But if you want to get out and also free him, you need to go through this door, and right behind it is a staircase that leads to an unknown soldier's soul, and then to this door. The switch to open this door is right here, and as soon as you step on it, Saint Urbain will be freed. And look, there's Patches. He seems rather bewildered to see us.
You. Hey, look, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean what I said. Well, I mean, a man's got to make a living, right? Here, look. I can make up for it. There aren't many humans like us. We need to stick together. I know. Here, take this as a token of my friendship. You've seen one of these before, surely.
Ring of Gash Resistance. Yes, I have seen one of those before, which means it's useless to me.
Come on, let's be friends. What do you say? No need to drag each other down.
Yeah, but that's all he says now, and that's pretty much the end of Patches' storyline. He might have more things to say in the Nexus as we add NPCs, and he'll probably have more things to sell there now too. But now that I'm thinking about it, why is there more than one Adjudicator's shield? Because Patches has one, and we can find one, and you can meet Patches here, so that indicates that he probably got his from here. I mean, he was definitely here before we met him in Stonefang Tunnel, because the acolytes over in the Nexus were talking about how Patches tricked Urbain. So he did all of this before the game even really started. So why is there more than one of those shields? Specifically, why is there only exactly 2 of those shields? There's just that one and the one I found. It's possible, and this is stretching into fan theory here, but it also makes sense with the lore of these games, that Patches got a duplicate shield from another world. From another dimension, another version of this world. Because not only do players have that ability, but some NPCs do as well, and Patches most definitely has that ability. Now, the thing about this fall here, don't think about it, Patches. The thing about this fall here is, I think if you fall from here, you might die. It's only when Patches kicks you down that you survive the fall. You don't even take any damage from it at all. So weird. But yeah, now we should be able to go back to the Nexus, and both Patches and Urbain will be there. I can finally buy new miracles. Let's see. Shard of Dark Moonstone. Now let's go up this other staircase. On the opposite side of the shrine. Unknown Soldier's Soul. And if you are paying attention, then you know that there is a pressure plate right here. And that one's a bit faster acting than the ones in level 1, so not much time to react. Stone of FMO Eyes. Yeah, don't think it's safe to drop down from here. Okay, back out in the main hallway. Now, at the bottom front, what was that? I heard some. Okay, never mind. At the bottom front of this room is a big pair of double stone doors, kind of like the kind. Please tell me that's just Patches stepping around. Because I think Patches is constantly aware of my presence. And is constantly looking at me. Like, you just heard his footsteps. Just there. Now he's looking at us from this side. Creepy. Okay, what do you drop? Draw the Dark Moonstone, okay. But this is the altar that the Reaper was standing in front of a second ago. And the button to open those doors is right behind it. I'm getting a lot of Ico vibes from this area. Wow. Okay. Full moon grass. Okay, then we go out the front doors, and there's a whole bunch of Storm Beast corpses. I don't know why, but they're not like regular corpses because they don't disappear, for one, and they don't have ragdoll physics. 5 half moon grasses. There's gonna be a whole bunch of Storm Beasts out here, so you'll probably want to take your time taking out a few of them, or else they'll be a real pain in your ass. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Let me get my bow out. Zoro doesn't have enough range for this kind of work. Oh hey look, there's more island down over there. I think that's our inevitable goal, actually. I think that's the end of this world. Man, I can't get close enough to target any of these guys. They're so flat, they're hard to hit from the side. Oh well. I'll just have to leave them be for now. There are more skeletons in this level, but these ones are stronger than before. So you want to approach slowly, try and lure them out one at a time. Yeah, now it takes 2 hits to kill one, and they can completely break my guard even with this new shield. That overhead swing of theirs. Stop it! What the fuck? Well, he's gone. What the fuck? It's like his attacks weren't bouncing off my shield at all. Normally I just wait until they recoil and then I attack them, but he wasn't doing it at all. Finally got one of you fuckers. You're worth 1,647 souls? What the fuck? No wonder you guys are so hard to hit. God damn. Okay, and these guys are probably harder to kill too. And they jog now. That's new. Okay, these guys bounce off my attacks. Assuming I have my shield up. These guys are tough. Storied Soldier's Soul. These Storm Beasts aren't even attacking me anymore. Very unusual. Enter Fog. Okay. This is as far as I got with my... I'm gonna call it my stick character. I never penetrated that fog wall. The skeletons just outside killed me. But this is as far as I got. So, my knowledge of the area beyond this is highly limited. What the fuck? Oh, hello. Full moon grass. Hey, I see a Reaper down there. But I can't target him. He's too far down. Shard of Dark Moonstone. Oh, hello. Oh shit, what the fuck is that? You guys didn't have that attack a second ago. You also weren't this resilient. What the hell, this is the same level. How'd you get so much tougher? I think I'm going to need my other shield. It's clearly magical damage. Now I need more magical defense. Okay, here's another one. Yeah, much better. Pitiful little swings don't scare me. Now where's that Reaper? I know he's gotta be around here somewhere. A regular dagger? The fuck was... Holy shit! Oh god, fucking what? Where'd you come from? Oh, there's the Reaper. Fuck! God, you're really hard to see. Okay, you need to die. Crap, he didn't die, he just... Oh, there he goes. Oh! I hate this place. God. Okay, so... keep an ear out for the female laughter. The chuckling. And prioritize the murder of the Reapers. Wow. That doesn't even look like that long of a fall. That was enough to kill you? Really? It's probably enough to kill me then. Okay. That's a lot of skulls. I am sensing an ambush. I hear things. I hear laughter. Can't fool me. Aha! So you start off invisible. I thought I just got caught by surprise the first time. Fuck you. Crescent moongrass. Crescent, really? Just regular old crescent moongrasses? Oh, those guys are probably victims of those ghosts. Man to the next fog wall. What is this? What is that hanging from there? Just a really big guy with cloth wrapped around his head. Huh. I think that's a bridge. Is it a bridge? I don't know. I don't see any more enemies, so I can't target anything. And I think this fog door goes outside. Oh, hey, we're really close to that section of land down there. Technically, anyway. But if we try falling to it, I guarantee we'll die. And these guys still aren't close enough for me to just kill, huh? Ooh, this this one's getting close. No. Oh, I actually hit it. Oh, now I have its attention. Gotcha. 1,300 souls. Yeah, see how quickly it landed? That's supposed to look so much further away than it is. You could totally drop down to there and live. But no, it'll most likely just instantly kill you anyway. You can tell because it's lower res than everything else. So it's supposed to look further away. It's just like the flat stairs in World 1. Up, I see another big guy. Another tall guy. Gotcha. Is it me or did that one die faster? I think that's one of the ones from the earlier. Okay, so there must be two different kinds. There must be a weak kind without a laser beam, and a strong kind with a laser beam, and I'm betting that's the stronger kind. It's got... Uh-oh! Yeah, I'm betting the size of the glow determines their strength. So does one keep appearing behind me, or is it just the one time? Fuck! The Reaper was hiding in the corner. God damn it. That's 38,000 souls in that pile. I want those souls back. And as you can see, I haven't really found any shortcuts yet. Well, technically I have one shortcut. If I rush from here into this hole, I don't know what you want to call it, but if you just ignore all of the enemies, ignore the Reaper guy too, or just kill him, then all these guys will disappear. Join a Dachimotsu, so you get a whole bunch of souls, and then you can just run for the front door. Not much of a shortcut, but it's the closest thing I've got to one so far. Now I had to deal with all the skeletons again. This time I have to dodge your overhead swings. Okay, you act very differently. You are not the same as the skeletons before. They don't bounce off my shield at all, they just keep attacking. God. That behavior was bad enough before. What are you doing? Fuck. Heal, damn it. I told you to heal, why don't you heal? God damn it. Heal. Better not screw me out of almost 40,000 souls. I should probably be picking up these guys as drops, just to see if they drop anything new in this world. And I'm dead. Wow. Okay. I guess I can throw everything I knew about these skeletons out the window. They act so differently now. Why? Isn't that cheating? You gave me an enemy in level 1 so I could learn how to fight them, right? I understand giving them more health, but completely changing their AI? I'm gonna give it one more go. I'm gonna attempt this one more time. Guy dropped a war scythe. Makes sense, but I kinda wish you dropped, you know, your actual scythe. Am I hearing things? I think I hear a crystal lizard. Two shards of Moonstone. Okay, that's the same as before. After I kill the skeleton, I'm gonna take a look around. Maybe there is a shortcut I'm unaware of. Where do I hear a crystal lizard? Because I do hear it. But where? I hear it tingling. Is it below me? Is it above me? I don't see any secret ledges to drop to. Is there an illusory wall? It makes sense if there was an illusory wall, because this is the only world they've appeared in so far. Weird. It's loudest here. No idea. God, it's so hard fighting two of these guys at once. Especially when they run. Okay, those guys are dead. So now I can do this part again. I can probably shortcut my way through here by just dropping down to that Reaper there and killing it, like right now. Nope. That's death. Okay, well, now that I know that fall is death, even though it's not that far, I've dropped down longer drops than that without dying. God damn it. Just rub it in, why don't you? I can't shoot this fucking storm beast. This is really pissing me off. I have no idea what's going on. There's some crystal lizard hidden somewhere, and it's driving me crazy that I can't figure out where it is. Probably an illusory wall somewhere. Killing that first Reaper is not a problem. I fall on his head. He drops a lot of war scythes. I fall on his head, bash him over the head a few times, and then all of his goons disappear. That gets me 6,000 souls easy. Sometimes they bounce off, and sometimes they just roll to their deaths. That does almost no damage. It's so difficult to predict when one of your attacks is going to interrupt their attack. Oh, chunk of Bladestone. There we go. I figured these new enemies must drop something different. These new versions of the enemies. Okay. So I can see the Reaper from here, but I can't target it at all. There's nothing that will let me shoot that thing. Unless maybe I get it at an angle. Right here-ish? No, I gotta back up more. Why can't I aim further down? I can do it with the lock-on, but when I aim down the sights, it significantly reduces my effectiveness. The punches aren't even that strong. God damn it. At least it doesn't repeatedly hit my shield when it does that, like some beam attacks probably would. Oh, come on. I didn't know you had a longer swipe. Okay, now, maybe I can kill the Reaper from the stairs. I just gotta find a good angle. God damn it, did he just summon another one behind me? Oh. He missed. Come on, I can see the Reaper from here. Come on. Don't care if I get hit. Kill the Reaper. Gotcha. Oh shit. Why did I switch to the... I was trying to put the bow away and get my shield out. Oh god. Hate this place. Those Reapers really know where to hide. God damn. Oh hey, I can kill the next Reaper from here. Now that I know it's there. I know you're hiding there. Waiting to ambush me from the shadows. Where are you? Well, I killed that big guy early. And I don't think the Reaper can summon more of the big guys. I think they can only summon the weaker guys. Now I know you're here. Those female ones. God damn. Well, as long as you're in a corner and you got your shield up, I don't think they can hurt you. And they recoil pretty easily. Okay. As for these two, I don't think they'll bother you if you don't walk over there. Could be wrong, though. Because I don't hear them walking anymore. Man, you get so many souls from this place. Okay, they have the ability to return invisible. So keep that in mind. Don't let them out of your sights for too long. Okay. Back out here, but I don't think there's any enemies out here. Just storm beasts. Okay. You run for this next doorway. This next part of the level. I already killed the one guy with the laser eyes, so... Wait, he's back? God damn it, so he does respawn. Okay. So the guy with the laser eye respawns. Can he shoot through solid matter, like this rock wall here? Excuse me? There we go. Oh, no, you don't. I heard you spawn. Okay. Now I just have to get up here before he spawns anymore. No, no. Target him. Fucking camera. He's right there. Gotcha! You son of a bitch! The fuck was that noise? Okay, whatever. Well, anyway, there's still more to this stage apparently. But I have 60,000 souls. I keep an ear out for giggling. Especially when there's an item just sitting there. Okay. Storied Soldier's Soul. God, what's left? What's all this then? Will-o-wisps flying around? These? Yeah, they explode. They're just like the ones in Stonefang Tunnel. Great. Just wonderful. More shit to deal with. I'm already so over time. Oh, there's slugs down there. You mean like the ones in the Valley of Defilement? How unusual. Can I go down there safely? Sticky white stuff? Oh, well, those ones appear to be pretty violent. Okay. Well, I have no idea when one of those exploding guys is gonna come flying by me. So, let's just get my shield up and my spear out. Okay, what were you guarding? Sticky white stuff. Okay, so are you the creatures, yep, from which sticky white stuff is excreted? You're the slugs mentioned in its description. Let's take another look at that description real quick. It is said to be the waste product of a magical slug that bathed in fluorescent water. I didn't actually think we would see the place where it's made. Huh. Okay. If I come down here, how do I get out? Storied Soldier's Soul. What's in here? Fucking really? One of those exploding things came all the way down here. Wow. You just can't be too careful in this level, can you? At any time you can get blown up. If I had 1 point less... Shot a sucker stone. You guys dropped those too? Weird. That means that upgrade paths materials is available in 2 different worlds. Very unusual. Ronin's Ring and the Hiltonless Blade. Ooh, let's take a look. Ronin's Ring. A ring made of straw rope. Reduces wear on weapons. A ring from a faraway land known for its swordsmithing. Said to be imbued with a distinct spell. Wait, did I get one of these already? No, that's the Master's Ring I got. So there's the Master's Ring and the Ronin's Ring. Here's the thing though. Weapons in this game, their durability already lowers very, very slowly anyway. So it's not very useful. It's more useful in a game like Dark Souls 2, where durability decreases very quickly. And we also got a new weapon, the Hiltonless Blade. The type of katana does slashing and piercing. B scaling and dex. A hiltless uchi katana. It has a blade that seems faintly wet. Probably because I just picked it out of a pool. It was forged by a famous swordsmith in a distant country, but since the wielder must grip the blade, it's extremely difficult to handle, causing damage to the wielder. Okay, so this is one of those give and take kind of weapons. It's extremely powerful, but it drains your health while you're equipped with it. So it's best paired with one or more regenerative objects, if you even plan on using it in the first place. Okay, more slugs. Now, if I hear one of those things about to explode in my face, how should I deal with it? Should I roll? Should I guard? Need to keep my eye on those things. Really? I got away from it, put my shield up, and just the very aftermath managed to get me. Oh, there's another one. Oh, come on, I wanted to make it explode. The less of these things I had to deal with, the better. They must have a set pattern. So it's bound to come back, right? That's right, come on down. I better heal to full. If it does end up hitting me, I won't die from it. There. Okay. Man, fuck these things. They are way worse than the ones in Stonefang Tunnel. Okay, this is where we drop down to. How do I get back up? Oh, here's a way. Lots of sticky white stuff. God damn. It probably wants me to use it. Oh, no, 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 I saw you. God, those explosions are strong enough to kill the slugs. In just one explosion. Why are they even here? What is their purpose? Why would these slugs live here in constant danger of being blown up? I guess they weren't blowing up before I showed up. Fine. What were you guarding? Chunk of dark moonstone. So much to this place. I am so over time, and I don't want to stop because I'm making so much progress, and I wanted to make that thing explode. Come back down here. I'm making so much progress at once, and at any time I could die and lose all of these souls, and I still haven't unlocked a single shortcut. I'm starting to think there aren't any. Okay, let's find a ramp and climb back up. Maybe it'd be easier to make these things explode from above. Oh, come on. There's a little dip in the side of that bridge there. I think the actual point of these exploding things is to knock you down. Knock you down into the water below with all the slugs. Okay, is that the last of them? I think that's the last of them. Oh hey, are you actually climbing up to see me? How flattering. Come on. There you go. 2 shards of sucker stone, sticky white stuff. Okay, another little cave to explore. Stone of FMO Eyes. Okay, I think I've gotten everything from down in the pools. Now what's all this then? Just a bunch of corpses with the little blue will-o-wisps around them. Now that's funny because this is the same effect that we saw in level 1-1 that warned us that that hole would instantly kill us if we went through it. But it's not warning us of that here. It's just kind of there, floating around corpses. Maybe it's a sign that lots and lots of people have died in a particular spot. But why this spot? Is there something ahead that I should be afraid of? That one rock sticking out of the wall looks really weird. Huh. Wait, is this? I'm at the... This is the boss, isn't it? Is it the boss? Ah, god damn it. But I have to stop recording here. Well, I'm pretty sure I've shown you everything in this level. And it's a shame that there are no shortcuts. And I have no idea where I was hearing that crystal lizard, but I had to stop here. And I still want to go chunk farming later tonight. So I'm just going to have to get all the way back down here right before my next episode starts. And that's going to be a pain. Well, at least I won't end up losing all these souls, because this is quite a bit of souls. God damn, this is a really good place to earn them. Not necessarily a great and easy place to farm them, because the enemies are all really tough. But still, I am going to spend all of these souls on... Maybe I'll spend it on shards and large shards. Depends on what my weapons need. But I had to stop right now, so... Thank you all so very much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I really appreciate it. If you want to support me on Patreon, there will be an end card at the end of the video and a link in the description below alongside links to my social media. So, I'll see you all in the next video. No! Holy fuck, what? Are you kidding? This isn't fair. I'm stuck here. I can't shoot. I can't move or anything. Dick.